All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're unpacking a source document that absolutely proves less is often more. At first glance, the material we're looking at today looks like nothing more than a simple digital scratch pad, literally just a tiny snippet of text with a few embedded links. But when we actually peel back the layers, it reveals this highly structured, three-step career roadmap for web security. So we're going to take this seemingly basic source and decrypt exactly how it elegantly distills a completely foundational blueprint for understanding the whole cybersecurity landscape.
Okay, let's dive into this. The actual origin of our roadmap begins with this exceptionally lean, almost cryptic heading right from our source, SAM memo, which simply translates to new memo. Now, what I absolutely love about this and what makes it so brilliant for us to analyze today is the deliberate curation. You see, the author didn't try to overwhelm us with some massive textbook. Instead, they distilled the whole shebang down to exactly 3 curated links. And honestly, these aren't just random, disconnected bookmarks. They are carefully chosen building blocks that represent a complete journey, straight from theory right into practice.
So let's quickly map out this chronological progression. We've got Step 1, skill frameworks. Step 2, beginner guidance. And finally, Step 3, security testing.
Step 1. Official skill frameworks. Before anyone can start diving into code or, say, trying to secure a network, we really have to map out the territory first. We need a blueprint, and our source document points us directly to the NIST NICE Framework Resource Center. The embedded text explicitly describes this as official guidance on cybersecurity skill frameworks. And if we look closely at the URL structure provided, it points straight to the NIST ITL Applied Cybersecurity Division. I mean, this is the industry gold standard. NICE stands for the National Initiative for Cybersecurity Education, and this framework standardizes the entire lexicon for cyber roles across the globe. It formally defines the knowledge, the skills, and the abilities required to actually do cybersecurity work. So by starting right here, the memo ensures that learners are building their career on the official blueprint recognized by the entire industry.
Step 2. Beginner cybersecurity guidance.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part is how we pivot from those abstract, structural blueprints of NIST and bring things right back down to earth. The next link explicitly targets newcomers, Read Official Beginner Cybersecurity Guidance from CISA. It points directly to a NICS CISA link that is unambiguously tailored for an audience that just needs an actionable starting line. It's not trying to overwhelm you. Notice the inclusion of the word official again? That really reinforces the credibility of the path. But honestly, the word beginner is the absolute key here. The memo's creator totally understood that once you've looked at those massive, comprehensive skill frameworks from Step 1, you desperately need a grounded, official starting point so you can take your very first practical steps without getting completely lost.
Step 3. Web security testing.
All right, this is where we really escalate the energy, because the roadmap is now guiding us right away from beginner tips and theory straight into the proving ground of practical, technical application. For the final resource, our memo points us to the OWASP project guide. The text attached to this link reads, Read Official OWASP Web Security Testing Guidance. Literally, this is where the rubber meets the road. OWASP is the definitive word on web application security. You probably already know them for their industry standard top 10 vulnerabilities list. Well, this specific guidance is what the professionals use to actually conduct web security testing out there in the real world. You can really see the author's logic here, right? I mean, you can't just read about cybersecurity frameworks forever. Eventually, you have to read the testing guidance, understand the vulnerabilities, and learn how to actually validate the security of live web systems. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer distance this tiny source document covers. On one side of our roadmap, we have that CISA link, the starting line, right? The beginner's cybersecurity guidance designed to welcome you into the field. And then on the other side, we have the OWASP link, the Web Security Testing Guidance, representing that advanced, practical application and rigorous testing. This super simple new memo effortlessly encapsulates the entire spectrum of the learner's journey, proving that sometimes the most minimal curation can actually contain the most comprehensive roadmap.
So, we've decrypted the roadmap hidden within this deceptively simple source document. We've seen exactly how 3 expertly curated links can guide you from big picture skill frameworks through beginner guidance all the way to hands-on web security testing. The structure is laid out perfectly for us. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. The memo is open. Which official guidance will you explore first? Will you map out your career with NIST, start your fundamentals with CISA, or dive straight into testing with OWASP? The choice is entirely yours, but the roadmap is clear. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.